adventures. Every day's a new adventure.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Nat's Mountain Adventures. This episode is about wildlife safety, and for my demonstration I have Sophie, Nick, and Willem. And they're going to be helping me with this episode.
Thanks, Natalie. I'm happy to be here. My name is Nick DeRuyter, WildSmart Program Director at the Biosphere Institute here in Canmore. And we're going to talk today about how to avoid encounters, how to handle those encounters, and how to use bear spray. Because hopefully, if we can do the right things, we never even have to pull our bear spray out of the holster. This is really our last resort. So when we're hiking, first thing we can do is make noise. Are you good at making noise? Yeah. I say a good "ayo" when I'm out on the trail, and that really alerts the wildlife to our presence so that we don't surprise them and they can move off the trail. Other things are traveling as a group. We want to stay together as a group. So don't run off on your own, kids. Stay together, stay with your family, stay with your group, and be together. Next thing you can do is be aware of your surroundings. Look and listen for signs of wildlife. Also we want to look for things like tracks and scat out on the trail. Maybe look for birds of prey circling. If they're nearby, there might be a dead animal or a carcass nearby. Look for dig marks from the grizzly bear over there, and maybe even bark ripped off of trees. Bears looking for ants or ground squirrels, things like that. So try not to also wear earbuds and headphones. You can't hear what's going on around you, and maybe there's people calling for help, or maybe there's animals giving you warning signs as well. If you have a dog, keep your dog on a leash. It's safer for you, for the dog, for other people, and the wildlife if your dog is on a leash. We want to stay out of closed areas. If it says closed, don't enter. If there's a warning, you're allowed to go in there, but is that the best choice that day? Probably not. I would maybe choose to go somewhere else. Maybe have a plan B or plan C just in case. It doesn't really make sense to go hiking somewhere if you know there's a bear or a cougar in the area. Another one, I know this one sounds easy, give wildlife space. If you don't get close to wildlife, you won't have a problem with wildlife. So if you see an elk or a bear along the trail, don't try and sneak past it. Just let it do its thing and stop and turn around, or wait till that animal moves off of the trail. And then that last thing is that bear spray. So we've got some practice bear spray with us today that we're going to use on our little bear here. We're going to do a little encounter. But I've also got the real bear spray with me. We always want to be carrying bear spray anytime we go for a hike. Doesn't matter if we're going on the trails around Canmore or out on bigger hikes around mountain biking or when we're camping, we always want to have that bear spray with us. Now, we talked about how to avoid encounters, but let's say we did everything right. We might still run into a bear. We might be in the wrong place at the wrong time or just have bad luck. So how do we handle that encounter? I got 3 words for you, Natalie. Stop, talk, walk. Hey, you already know the words. Nice, awesome. I didn't even have to teach you. That's great. So let's say we're hiking down the trail, and we'll go through this with our encounter, but we come around the corner and there's a bear. The first thing we do is we stop. We don't panic. We don't run away. We gather our group together and get our bear spray out. The next thing we do is we talk. We talk to the bear. It doesn't matter what we say, what language we say it in. If we can stay calm, chances are the bear will stay calm. So if I saw the bear, I'd be like, hey, you have a beautiful hump. Have a nice day. You have lovely cubs. We're going. See you later. It doesn't matter what you say. But we don't want to freak out and panic and get all scared, because if we panic, maybe the bear will panic as well. And then we'll talk to the group and say, okay, everyone, let's back away slowly and leave the area. And then that third word was stop, talk, and walk. So we walk away. We don't turn around and run or turn around and walk. We back away slowly, leaving the area, having our bear spray ready and leaving. And once we're clear of the area, then we can turn around and keep walking. But at any point during the stop, talk, walk, if that bear charges at us, we're going to use our bear spray and teach that bear it's not okay to approach people, stay away from people, and that will actually help that bear live longer. Because anytime bears and people get together or mix, typically it's the bear that pays the price. They either get trapped and relocated, or often they even get killed. So by spraying that bear when it deserves it, you're probably going to help that bear live longer. Okay, so that's avoiding encounters, handling encounters, and next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about bear spray, and we're going to show you how to use it. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
How far would you say you have to be away from the bear to have to shoot the bear?
Okay, so that's a good question. I always say on average about the length of a car, about 5 meters. Some bear sprays you can buy, they spray up to 12.2 meters, which is quite far, but remember, wind will always affect the bear spray. So you might not always be able to spray it from 12 meters. So just in case, because different brands go different distances, it's good to remember 5 meters, the length of a car, is a good range. And then the number of seconds of bear spray in a can, that's typically between 6 to 8 seconds. So on average, I would think about 7 seconds of spray in a can. So we know how far it sprays, how many seconds. Another important thing is how to carry it. So I've got this amazing belt here. Some people have a hip holster or a chest holster. You've got the hip holster. Some people go running with a vest, and that works as well. But we never, ever, ever want to put it in our backpack. So never put bear spray in your backpack. Always have it easily accessible. And one thing to remember, I can maybe show you here on the bottom of the can, and sometimes on the side of the can, there'll be an expiry date. And it's not recommended to use expired bear spray. So it's normally good for 3 or 4 years. Take a look at the expiry date. If it's expired, get rid of it and get another can. But that's really important to have that with you. And the other thing really to mention is just a reminder, bear spray, you spray it in the animal's face. You never spray it on yourself. It's not like mosquito spray, remember that. But the great thing about bear spray is it doesn't kill the bear, it doesn't hurt the bear, it temporarily gives you time to leave the area and get to a safe place. You know, the bear might have difficulty seeing or breathing, they might be coughing or gagging, but you're not hurting the bear. It's giving you time to get out of a dangerous situation. And like I said, this will save your life, but it'll also help save the bear's life. Okay, so now we're gonna learn how to use bear spray. So let's get our bear spray out. How are you carrying your bear spray?
Like this.
You got a hip holster? Okay, I got a belt, so I'll pull it out here. What do you got, Sophie?
Got it on the front.
Okay, so we got our bear sprays out. So remember, we're gonna use it with 2 hands. So steady the can with the second hand. We're gonna get our finger through the loop and keep our other fingers behind the can so it's nice and clear. Then we're gonna extend our thumb forward, and it's an up and back to pull the clip off. Okay, and then this black lever, we're gonna push down for 1 to 2 seconds, downwards in front of the bear's face. Are you ready to go? 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go, nice. And then we get the clip back on. Okay, so we wanna do a good 1 to 2 second spray, and the goal is to get it into the bear's face. And when in doubt, it's better to spray too low than too high, and we've always gotta take the wind direction into account. Sound good? Oh, this is a nice hike, eh? I like this one. I wonder if it's windy. There's some bushes moving up there. It must be the wind. Whoa. A baby bear. Okay, let's stop. I'm gonna get my bear spray out. There's probably a mama bear close by. Uh-oh. Okay, let's back away slowly. Let's leave the area. Ooh, that was an angry mama bear coming towards us. Okay, let's keep walking. So we should do also, if there's a bear like that, we should report that. Right, we should call it in. So do you know in the Bow Valley what the number is to call? Kananaskis Dispatch, 403-591-7755. We should definitely call that number. Okay, let's keep backing away slowly. We're not walking there anymore. There's definitely a bear with cubs eating berries. Okay, let's leave that area. That worked. How are you feeling? Was that scary?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not for Natalie, eh? Wow. Okay.
For bears, my main food source are these buffalo berries. The berry season is July and August, but these are really important to me. I eat up to 200,000 per day. That's basically eating 75 Big Macs per day. But it's really important that you leave me alone while I'm eating, because it's not a long berry season.
This is a great example of protecting the wildlife. We were gonna go disc golfing today, but there's elk on hole 1, 2, and 3. So to keep them and us safe, we're just gonna go and start on hole 4.
Never do this with bears.
Come here, little Fuzzy bear! Fuzzy bear!
I like taking music all benches.
I sure would love it if you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and click that notification bell.